Welcome back to First Kids Online. So good to see each one of you here with us this morning on Sunday, September the 12th. You may not know this, but today is the 95th anniversary of our church. It's been around for 95 years. Now, of course, I'm not 95 years old, and I've been here the whole time, but there is a lot of great stuff that has happened even over the last 10 years that I've been here. And so it's just an exciting celebratory day, boys and girls. So maybe get a party hat on, maybe blow one of those things, and just be excited for First Assembly Church. Well, that's awesome, but it's not exactly what we're talking about today. Today we're in week number 2 of our series, Choose Your Own Adventure. We're talking about choices. Last week we talked about choices that we make every day, some good, some not so good. This week, we're talking about choosing our words wisely, or really choosing when to speak and when not to speak. You know, I run into examples of this all the time. When I'm driving down the road, there's been some moments where I've chose to open my mouth because I was frustrated about the way somebody else was driving. And I was reading a Facebook post of a girl I went to high school with, and how she was talking about how her children were always bickering at one another, meaning just talking rough to one another, not being nice to each other, and complaining and fussing at one another. I've even caught my own self complaining and fussing sometimes. You know, boys and girls, we use words constantly, and some of our words can be very helpful, can be very encouraging, can bless others, but some of our words, not so much. And the Bible says that blessings and cursings, meaning good words and bad words, shouldn't be flowing out of the same mouth, but we should be constantly trying to speak good things, life-giving things to other people. The Bible also teaches us that God will judge us for everything that comes out of our mouth, even our thoughts that are there before we open our mouth. So we need to be very careful about our thinking, the way we do it, and the way we speak. So that's what we're talking about today, you know, because boys and girls, if we choose to speak well, I think our adventures would be a lot better. But if we choose to not speak so nice to people or say good things, I think some adventures in life can get pretty rough. Well, anyways, we're going to talk about that more. Check out this service video, and we'll see you back here at the end.
Ahoy there, me chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl. Welcome to Grow TV. Arr.
Welcome to Grow TV. Hosted by Carl. Where we have fun with our friends, talk about Jesus, and go over everything the Bible has to offer. Now once again, welcome to Grow TV.
Abbas, welcome back to another episode of the Grow TV. Ouch. Okay, I can't do that voice too much. It hurts my throat. Now, if y'all remember correctly, last week I found a treasure map. And it was at that moment I chose to become a pirate. That's right, it's nothing but open seas and bad breath for the future for me. Anywho, I want to hop on for a second and practice a couple little things for you, with us. For you. Now, in the past week, I've realized how different pirates can be from normal people. Do you know pirates ate a lot of beans and bread? You think it'd be a lot of fish, but apparently it wasn't worth the amount of work to catch fish. They didn't have a lot of choices, so beans and bread were always on the menu. And I'm not a huge fan of bean sandwiches, but I can try. Also, I found out pirates have an interesting and silly way of talking. I mean, they have so many words that they use that I never knew existed. Like this, for example. What do you think cackle fruit means? Does it mean food that's gone bad, or eggs? You're right, eggs. That's weird, right? So y'all want to learn some pirate lingo with me? Okay, first to talk like a pirate, you gotta lower your voice to like a growl. Like, So instead of saying, wow, you'll say, shiver me timbers. Very good. Next, instead of saying, good morning, fellow human being, you'll say, ahoy, matey. Lastly, instead of saying, oh, friend, let's not fight, you can simply say, parley me hearted. That one's kind of obvious, though. But all those cool? I figured just in case you ever wanted to be a pirate like me, you should learn how they talk. So keep on practicing.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Well, ahoy there, Andrew.
Looks like you've really gone all in on this pirate thing, huh, Carl?
That's Captain Carl, you, sir. And yes, this is now my life. I'm one step closer to finding the treasure from this treasure map, especially now that I can talk like a pirate.
I see. Well, I think that's pretty cool, because right now I'm going to talk about how we can use our words to be wise.
Hey, that sounds kind of lubberish.
What does that mean?
Not a clue, still learning.
Okay, well, all right. Anyway, kids, I want to share something really cool that I learned this week. Well, first, do you know what a rudder is? Well, I didn't until I read the book of James and came across the word. Essentially, it's a part of the ship that steers it and tells it which way to go. But I didn't realize how small the rudder is. There are some ships that are absolutely massive, but the rudder, debatably the most important part of the ship, is so tiny. James also mentions how a wildfire can start from the tiniest spark.
Did you say fire?
Yeah?
I'm terrified of fire.
Okay, anyway.
What does this have to do with our words?
Well, just like the spark or the rudder, our tongue is small compared to the rest of the body. But our tongue and our mouth help us to talk. And the words we use are just as powerful as the rudder or the spark.
Hello, it's me again. It's me again. I know, when I call, you hear me, you hear me. Hello, it's me again. It's me again. I know, when I call, you hear me, you hear me. I love to pray. You hear what I've got to say. I don't wanna be someone who just talks and my dreams come alive. Life is for living with you. I've made my decision. You lift me up, fill my eyes with wonder. Forever young in your love, this freedom's untainted. With you, no moment is wasted. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I have found. This is living now. This is living now. You lead the way, guide you right beside me. In your love I'm complete. There's nothing like living with you. This life you created, I choose. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I have found. This is living now. This is living now. You take me higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love that sees me so. Clouds of freedom is an open door. You are everything I want and see the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I have found. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I have found. Oh, this is living now. Oh, this is living now. Yeah, you take me higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love that sees me so. Clouds of freedom is an open door. You are everything I want and
Fire can be used for good, right?
Nope.
Well, Carl, I know it can.
Nope, fire's bad.
Well, think about it. It can help warm people's houses, cook food, boil water, but it can also do harm, right?
Yep.
Houses burn down, forests can be destroyed. So just like fire can be used for good or bad, so can our words. Our words have power to help others or hurt them. So we must be careful to use our words wisely. There is a prayer in Psalm 19 that uses these words. May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight. I think a way that a pirate can learn to watch his or her words is by learning the ways of God. If you read all of chapter 19, it's about finding real joy in God's instruction for our lives. Just like following a map leads to treasure, following God leads to abilities that we didn't have before. We can speak to others in ways that build them up. We can please God with our choices. We can listen and obey our parents. We can do so much more than we thought we were able to do when we follow the instructions that God has for us. So remember the power of your words, Pirate Carl.
Aye, Captain.
Wait, now I'm a pirate too?
Takes one to know 'em.
Anyway, when you feel like your words or your actions aren't what they should be, look to God for help and remember the instructions that you found in God's story. All of this influences the kind of person or pirate you can be.
Switch.
All right, today's big idea is I can be wise by choosing my words carefully, okay? So let's say it out loud on the count of 3, as loud as we possibly can. 1, 2, 3. I can be wise by choosing my words carefully. All right. Wonderful job. Perfect. Absolutely great. Everyone did incredible, except for, no, I'm kidding. Everyone did great. Didn't they do great, Captain Carl? Right? Captain Carl? Captain Carl, are you there?
I'm here, Andy. Now that I've learned the importance of choosing our words wisely, I think I'm ready to start looking for my treasure. It's gonna be fun. See y'all later.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Pro TV.
Well, I hope you had a great time here at First Kids Online. And, before you go, I want to remind you what Psalms 19:14 says. It says, "Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be pleasing or acceptable in your sight, O God." Boys and girls, what we think and what we say is super important to God, and it should be super important to us. Well, I hope you had a great time here. Love you so much, and we'll see you back here next week.